a new song. Yeehaw! Fantastic. It is Savage Thursdays. And it would be even more savage if I put this horrendous axe murderer face on camera. Oh, not mine.
Which
Uh,
one?
yeah, my buddy back there. He's got my back. You see. How are you guys?
Har.
Good.
Oh, fuck! God bless. Started them off early tonight.
Yeah. No mercy, man.
Gotta
Oh,
make sure you're a full waker.
well, I was just getting in on a roll here. I think. What was I roll? Oh no, yeah, never mind. That's why I had the camera off.
Brain got derailed.
Yes, rolling. We're not speaking of rolling. Ah!
Nice teamwork.
Yeah. Jingo, he does that, man. He'll wait till somebody else does it, and then he'll sit back and he'll wait till I start kind of getting the. Bam! There it is. I'd like to welcome everybody to our Savage Thursdays, and we are doing, at this moment in time anyway, Vino and I have kind of talked about doing a round robin type. Maybe Brad does a Thursday night, Vino does a Thursday night, I do a Thursday night as GM. Now I'll stream it over here, but somebody else would GM, like every third week, or a Jingo may jump in there or something. But after we get through this flood, and we've probably got quite a ways, even though the characters are 75% to maximum. I mean, they just hit legendary a couple sessions ago. There is well over half the material in this campaign still remaining. They say it's easily a 2-year campaign. I kind of let the players take it at their own pace. They want to role play more and go off and do this and do. It's a sandbox. You guys do what you want to. Now, with that said, you guys are doing a Savage Tale right now, and I thought, I really didn't like the whole Santa Ana. There's something you could do with Santa Ana and the Mexicans invading. I really didn't care for that, but the one that I did like to do, there's the main plot point campaign, and then there's a couple of pretty big, like 3 or 4 event little sub campaigns in there, and then all the fill-in stuff, and then the random encounter generators. I can never tell you enough that sing enough praises about this adventure. If it was fully Savage Worlds compatible, Savage Worlds Suede edition would be great, but it's just got a lot of content. So I'm going to try to turn the old GM train on and keep you guys on track. But if you go off someplace, that's absolutely fine. But I know how we all like. Everybody's got games they want to run and stuff. So we'll get through this as quick as we can. But we'll see what happens tonight. You guys are chasing an ironclad, by the way. You know that.
Well,
Trying to
Oh, yeah,
find.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's what we're trying to. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, as far as
And Gorgio from the
Damn it, Gorgio.
hospital. I got to tell you, Gorgio, I've got a friend that I grew up with named Todd. He lived on the
Oh
street
wow, there's
with
a
me.
hype train going.
And Todd was crazy. He's the kind of kid that would go into a clover patch and catch big old bumblebees off the little clover flowers and hold them in his hands and shake them. get him all pissed off like that until they sting his hands. And he just laugh about it. He's just crazy. I'm watching David Letterman back in the late 90s, and they're like, we're going to have, stupid human tricks from the street or whatever it was. And this guy comes on, and he's diving off the 11th floor window into a little tub of water. Thank you for the Atomic Hero. Who did that? Somebody just did some
Why did
biddies
it
or
scare you?
something.
I didn't make
Huh?
scary noises.
Oh!
There it goes. It was delayed reaction.
Right.
I thought I got away with one. I started to give you a reason for it. But. So anyway, this guy comes out and he's talking to, and I'm like, boy, he looks familiar. Come to find out, it's my friend Todd from up the street. He went to work for Six Flags, traveled all over the world, diving off of big towers and shit. He's fucking crazy guy. Not me.
That old
Monetized his
type shit.
craziness.
I did dive off a bridge into the Norfolk Lake. There's a catwalk runs underneath it for maintenance.
I think I'll pass.
My buddy that did it with me, he's like, "Whoa, we're gonna go over here," and we had his grandpa's boat. We're gonna go jump off this bridge. And I thought, well, that's great. We get up there, it's like 90 feet in the air. And after we jumped, he goes, "Oh, you ought to see the fish finder. There's all these metal rods where they drop them from a helicopter when they're building these concrete things, and they fill them up with concrete, and then they drop these big steel rods from a helicopter down inside that concrete to hold it together. Well, a couple of them will miss, and he starts showing me on the fish finder after we jumped off there. See, there's a steel rod sticking up right there. I'm like, oh, you're fucking crazy. Anyway, he passed away day before yesterday. Just found out. Wife told me that he died in his sleep, which is a great way to go. Unless you're riding that horse, and I hope he wasn't. But anyway, so what do you guys got? Do you remember what happened last week? Anybody give me just a recap of where you left off?
Brad will.
So let me check the map because I forgot what the places are called. We got some stuff and we were headed out. Finger was pointing northwest and we were going to go head in that direction. And so first we went to Devil's Armpit and we're asking around. We found out some information and then we had docked offshore because we didn't trust the suspicious people in a place who willingly live in a place called Devil's Armpit. But it's supposed to be up here somewhere. We're chasing after this pirate ship because we agreed to give Tam that in exchange for he's going to give us the key that we were looking for. So for some reason, we're going after the pirate fleet of one of the most powerful men in the continent.
Pretty much. And his flagship, by the way.
Here somewhere. We just don't know where yet.
Yeah.
Other than it's northwest.
Yeah, exactly. You guys got new cards, new chips?
Yep.
Here's a fun one.
Give you a moment to look over your adventure cards. I don't know how you pressing that button with your brains all screwed around from jumping off your roof there, Engorgio, but I thank you for them biddies.
And of course, right off the bat, he redeems Clyde. Of course.
It doesn't say who, though, does it? He didn't pick
Well,
anyone.
it's always random.
Oh, no, he'll pick people. He especially likes to hit old Caesar with chunky monkey poo. Liquid morphine. You got a little push button machine, do you? I've had one of them for about 36
That's what
hours
I
until
did
they
after my
couldn't
big
get me off of
accident.
it quick enough. I was watching the clock, waiting for the 10 minutes to roll by so I could press the button again. Timmons and Luke. You
Fuck
guys
you and Gorgio.
You guys are like riding the bow, and you heard there was an attack. Where'd you go? You got to, where was it, Brad?
We had been at Devil's Armpit and we had anchored offshore.
You guys are just so crafty. You know, one of these days you'd think I'd turn that shit down, but you guys have so much fun with it, I just can't.
Yes, we.
Is the hype train going? I don't have chat
Yep.
over on.
Level 2.
I just use
5
chatty.
subs and 64 bits.
No shit.
146.
Devil's Armpit. Is that where it was, Brad?
Yes, because it is a real shady town, so we decided to drop anchor offshore and just deal with the boat ghosts.
Right. So you with the boat, yes. Django throwing 200 bits at that train. Ride the train,
Nope,
ride
the
the
train's
train.
already over.
Is it?
Apparently, it just ended.
Oh,
I missed the train.
well, that's my life story, Jingo. Miss the train.
You got the little conductor thing in front of you.
Yeah, I think that's because he started it. Or one of y'all started it. I don't know.
So you're riding along on the boat, you know.
I am the conductor. That's what it says.
So is Engorgio.
I,
I think it's because one of them started, one of them did more bits, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. either.
Let's continue.
So,
riding along in our automobile.
Ding, 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 ding. So, yeah, you're cruising along in your automobile, which this one is not really a mobile type thing. I mean, it is mobile, but
Watermobile.
it's a watermobile. You're cruising along in your boat, and you're not using the Ghost Rock engine for the most part. You've had it tuned up and working, and one of RT Chestnut's engineers, he sent it over your way. Cost you quite a bit of money, around about $100 or so. I don't remember what he charged you.
Yeah, Timmons took care of it. It's fine.
Yeah, filthy rich fucker. And he come over and he showed you how to run it and how to start it up and everything. You guys decided that, well, let's just get enough for emergency purposes, enough Ghost Rock for emergency purposes. So what'd you buy? 30 pounds of it or something? Because it's like $100 a pound.
Well, I kind of assumed we had some already. I didn't.
Probably.
think
I
we
thought.
needed to buy it.
No, I didn't say anything about needing to buy it because you guys.
But we did limit how much we have because we don't want to get blowed up. So yeah, about 30 pounds or so.
I knew there was
Yeah,
a
we don't
reason.
like HD.
I gotta figure out why.
I mean, that will travel us
There we go.
900 miles just on that.
Discord was awfully quiet. Yeah, so you could like run almost the whole length of the California coast. Almost. So you're cruising along. It's a beautiful day, riding, and you kind of hear this noise, you know. What the hell is that? What the fuck? And you hear this screaming, ah! And you look up in the crow's nest, and there's this monkey with no pants on, a bowler hat, and he's looking over the side, and he's smiling, you know, them great big old orangutan teeth, you know. And I say monkey, he's not a monkey, he's an ape. But we've called him a monkey this long. And he looks down and he sees, who was it? Timmons and he actually called, and Luke. Just you guys are looking up and you're like, what in the hell? And it's like that pigeon is shitting Cyndi Lauper's mouth off the scaffolding of the amphitheater. You guys get this monkey turd right there in your mouth, just both of you. That's an appearance from Clyde, a Heroes Wanted mascot, courtesy Engorgio in the
looks
hospital.
over at Luke and says, "Should I spit or should I swallow?"
He can't answer at the moment because he's currently barfing over the side.
Yeah, do yourself a favor, look up pigeon shit in Cyndi Lauper's mouth on YouTube. Yes.
Well, right over there,
No,
Luke.
pass on that one.
That fucking pigeon just shit right in my mouth. Anyway, What's up with the vigor roll, Luke?
See if I threw up. Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much heaved.
Timmons, I think you just kind of spit it out.
Timmons like, I had some beans that taste like this one time.
Oh,
beans.
God. That sounds
What?
like a Daniel card phrase.
Some sort of special seasoning in that time, I suspect.
Where is Shade? There. It's on that side. Let's see. Is this going out to the stream now? Somebody check the stream for me real quick. See if you can. There you go.
I volunteer, Drake.
That was a lot of liquid in that one.
Lots of liquid in that. That was a
It's what? It's what going out?
pretzel. Or not pretzel,
Sirenscape.
yeah. Scuba Sundries popped in. Hi, Scuba. Atomic Hero Squad.
Yeah.
Rondon
Yeah,
Jaro.
I heard a fart.
Good. What was that? Rooster? There he is. All right. So you pull in the devil's armpit, and is that where you got the information about the town being attacked? Just right at the, like,
Yeah,
right up
I
and around the
think
corner?
Alonzo charmed it out of someone.
Did he?
Knowing him, he probably did.
I tried.
It's that Latin thing.
I am
Probably
not.
some.
Oh, plus he put on his suit and combed his hair or something too.
I did play that.
Dress to
I
Kill.
put, the Dress to Kill card that gave me an extra +2 on a roll that I think got a huge number on.
Hi, Mrs. Jingo.
She talked to her
Amen.
stream.
It happens.
Nah, it's okay.
All right. Get the rest of the shrimp pizza going there. We're good to go.
Are you sure?
Okay. I'd like to remind everybody to, be on the lookout for falling Chinese space trash. Just, it could happen at any moment. So keep one eye to the sky.
Expecting more? Are we expecting more?
I didn't even play the auto card yet.
I'm taking the uh-oh card out of the fucking deck. I'm taking the uh-oh card. You're more than welcome to play it. I love the uh-oh card. Except there's only one original member of this posse left. The actual founder of the posse itself. Yeah. Yeah, the founding member, the only one left. And the uh-oh card may take him out. Then what happens? Well, we're lucky. We've got
Take his gavel.
we've got Luke and we've got Alonzo, and both of them have kind of this bone to pick with Grimm. So the story will go on in this case. Not that I'm going to try to take out Drake or anything, but I'm just saying we only got one character left. So play those uh-oh cards sparingly, because shit can get real nasty real quick. Of course, it all
At least
boils
when
down
everyone's here, I'll play it.
to the roll of the dice. And I have no idea how you guys are going to handle taking out an ironclad. You really didn't talk much about it, so it makes it impossible for me to try to plan ahead for anything. So, I may need to do some setup at some time, maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out.
Sail real close and jump over and punch people.
I think we
That might be more difficult than you think, Brad.
Take
True.
it
We're
back.
gonna send Alonzo
Take it
over in a
back.
rowboat. He's gonna use his charm.
Will give me your boat. Somehow I don't. That's
Will
correct.
give me your boat.
However,
It worked for cotton.
It worked for cotton. What cotton?
You'll give me your boat. You did convince guys to have them give us their ship.
He's right about that.
I did. Well, Cotton was probably stoned. That's why I don't remember, because my character was stoned.
That's exactly why.
Sense.
Doesn't it, Brad? It makes perfect sense. Where's old Cotton do? He's a fast talker. You know, watch out for him.
So
All right.
I think I know how to handle consecutive lies and such now.
That's how we get a really big ram and we just ram into it.
With a wooden
I
ship.
still think a giant magnet could work.
Damn it, I keep forgetting my mute button.
Him is like,
for some reason.
I don't really like this ship anyways. It's haunted.
Yeah,
hear
well, it
say
did belong to
rhyming.
Grim, didn't it? What was that, Brad?
I kind of want to hear Timmons scream ramming speed in Timmons' voice.
Ramming speed.
Whamming speed! Whamming speed!
Who people do we think might be on that ironclad?
You could do a little research. You know, when you were in Shanfan looking around, you know, what's an ironclad carries? Anybody know about this ship? Anything
didn't
like
Shanfan?
that? You were.
We're not
No,
in
you're not
Shanfan.
now. No. No, but I'm trying to find.
Did our chestnut no one happen to tell us? Because we did ask him about other things about the boat.
You asked about how many guns were on it. I think I gave you a rundown on it. Crew is 12 plus 20. So in essence, the ship could have 32 people on it.
Well, we remember we were going to go to the naval yard and see if we could purchase a couple torpedoes.
Yeah, we were going to check at Fort Lincoln if we didn't run into it first.
Where you're just in a huge fucking thief and pirate town that you probably could have bought torpedo there.
My shrapnel round might be able to do something.
You never know.
That's true. Hoping my telegram gets reply sent by carrier pigeon.
Jeb, if Jeb hadn't been so, hot to trot to get revenge on HG, he might have let him live long enough. HG's the kind of guy that blows shit like ironclads all to hell. But alas, he is not with us anymore. And I'll let you guys know the way that played out is Vino told me early on, got a player that killed another player. And it happens in Deadlands, because that harrowed sooner or later, like HG said that night, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm sorry, old friend. And he just put you down like a dog out of his madness. But he didn't do what he needed to. And I think he left you alive intentionally. Well, he left you undead intentionally. And leaves. Well, Jeb gets off the island. He mugs the mailman. Takes his boat, gets off the island. He knows HG's got a meeting with Tam on a certain day in Shanfan, and he knows that they hang out at the damn Sunrise House. So he just goes to Shanfan and waits and waits. And by golly, the fire starts up. I'm laughing my ass off, HG blowing himself up out in the street, and Vino whispers me and goes, Jeb here? Yeah, oh yeah, he's watching it. It's time. I'm like, oh, not yet. Fuck.
It was a great opportunity.
It was, and it all boiled down to dice rolls. So I wanted to kind of air all that out there. HG blew, I don't know how many fucking rolls that night. Bad, blew himself up, bad. Roll. I gave him, I think, 2 notice rolls to see if he could find Jeb in the crowd. Both of them he failed. And Jeb had a real good roll, and
excellent roll.
Boy, it made things tense among the posse there for a little bit. And we said goodbye to one of my favorite characters of any game ever. H.G. Willikers. Oh, I love that.
For the afterlife to explode and him to walk out.
Yeah, you'd think a Manitou would have had his eye on HG for a long time, just waiting. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're on a boat. You go to Devil's Armpit.
Yeah, Manitous are afraid to get blowed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Afraid he'd blow his cranium apart. So when you're at Devil's Armpit, you guys find out that yeah, man, there's a town attack this morning. Just right up, blah 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 blah. Now, are you going there? Or are you going to Fort Lincoln, or what are you doing?
I think the town was on the way to Fort Lincoln, wasn't it?
Pull up the map. What do we say?
Don't remember where exactly it was, other than it was up north a bit.
California. Let's look at their official map, California Maze.
I can't hear that song without thinking of the South Park episode.
This boat, it is made of iron, correct?
Yes.
If it had a big enough hole in the bottom, it would sink fast, correct?
Oh, that's good thinking. Can you swim very well?
Well,
Me?
my shrapnel.
What is? I
Go ahead.
would say I'm not the best swimmer in this group by a long shot.
You can wear my magic shoes. They squeak a little, but
No, I did believe this would require stealth. Remember an old pirate shanty about a cabin boy who swam next to an enemy ship and bored a hole in the hull and watched it sink.
But I'm sure that was a wooden ship.
Sure, but the same principle applies. If
We
we could
just need
way
to
to make
drill.
a hole in the side of the
We
ship,
just need
drill
waterproof
or
explosives.
something. I don't know. I'm just relaying a song.
Well, dynamite is basically waterproof. I mean,
Is it?
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
But lighting it underwater is the problem.
well, you don't light it underwater. You use
But does a
Electric
plunger
plunger.
work?
Yeah, because it's electricity.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. That's what they blew the holes through those, the tunnels that they drilled through the Rockies and stuff. If you've ever seen the train tunnels running through out there, and you get underwater and all that, or underground, all that water, lots of water moving underground. So dynamite came in wrapped waxed paper. Found some when I was a kid.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and it had been sweating for like 60 years. So all this glycerin, this nitroglycerin, had been. It was like all this liquid had come out of the bottom of it, and yeah.
that's the unstable part. Is the liquid.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why we don't call him Seven Fingers Marb.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't
why-
Fred? Taylor
I don't
something
get
with
I
it?
don't get it. What's the fucking what?
TNT.
I don't understand. No. Just so happened that the guy we were with, we were hauling hay for this dude and putting it in a barn. He had been paid, to haul somebody else's hay, and we're just his crew. We're putting it in the barn. And we're like, what the hell is that? Shove that box over. And he goes, ho, ho, ho! Don't touch that box. So we didn't put any hay up that day. Farmer didn't even know shit was in there. Anywho, so how are you guys gonna, seems like I got some ideas flowing now.
How far
Well,
north is it from here? The town.
How what?
How far away is this town?
The town they told you by the way, was Boswell, and they said it's about a day to the north. So
That means
you're like
think of a plan.
about halfway to Fort Lincoln,
So it's like,
or some
yeah, so right
just
in there somewhere.
out west of Fort Lincoln probably, because it's not that far from.
Is it
Devil's Arm.
a coastal town?
No, it was a little mining village, little camp really. One of the mesas had like this, kind of beach around the base of it, and they threw up some old shacks and shit. And There's a little town. They did some trading and stuff, and there's about population of probably 80 people living there, mostly men, just ghost rock miners.
And what was the rumor we heard?
That something
Or
attacked the
news?
town, and the rumor was it was the Abysmal. She'd been seen in these northern waters.
Yeah,
The
that's
sea
why we
monster.
were heading there.
But we'll come up with a great plan.
What the hell is an Abysmal?
The ship we're
Pirate
looking for,
ship.
ironclad.
Wow. The whole thing's made out of iron? Or they just iron over wood?
It's mostly iron, but yeah, there is wood in it.
So
There
can we
must be
like throw
air
some
in there.
termites on them or something?
Kind of like your high school prom.
Uh,
Some wood in it. What?
If we wait long enough, rust.
So what are you
Maybe
thinking?
we can. Maybe we could give him a candygram.
That would be a good idea.
Candygram.
are you going to
So
dress up?
find out where they find out where they resupply, and then we could get in some boxes and then get taken on board.
Now, just to
Well,
be
I was
Or we could
thinking
follow it for a while.
just to be
inside.
clear, none of you guys are really of a military mind, right? None of you ever served in the military or anything.
No.
Right. So and you've
The
talked
closest thing
about
Tim has been to the military is when they broke into the military prison and like the first couple sessions.
oh yeah the Graboy military
He
prison in
had
St. Louis.
he had his major uniform on. You remember?
Or,
My name's Major Timmons.
Major Timmons. Yeah, Gratio.
Alonzo probably got sent to military school as a kid.
Probably. Yeah.
He was JRTC.
With an aristocratic Spanish upbringing in central Mexico, I would say that's exactly what. Of course,
So
the
he
classes were
knows
taught
how
by
to make
nuns.
hospital corners and press his pants, but he's never really been in the military.
So, I mean, you can get to, you could go to Fort Lincoln, but you can stop and check this town out on the way through if you wanted to. Or you could just go right
We
on to
should
Fort
ask
Lincoln.
questions. Maybe they will know things.
Yeah. Tim was like, yeah, we should go to the town. What? We didn't get no hurry to go to Fort Lincoln, and we get to Fort Lincoln, they may arrest us just because we, pirates or something.
Who knows? Maybe the people in town are in need of help.
Thank you, Dinadane.
Yes, or
I don't know.
at least we could help them in some way or learn more information.
That was weird. Something's up with Twitch tonight. My buddy Den just the guy that introduced me to roleplay gaming in my junior year in high school caught Drake's Tuesday night game. And it's the first time he really saw Fantasy Grounds, and there he is, Rondon Jaro. Well, he just subbed and it didn't trigger the thing, so I don't know what the.
I
Saw it
saw
pop
your
up.
little zombie
Yeah,
walking.
the
on-
default zombie dude, but it didn't trigger. So it might be Stream Elements that's having the issue. I don't know, because that's where those come.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't even see where it.
chat.
Yeah, I don't see where it's showed in chat. So
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. It's supposed to scare the shit out of me.
It'll randomly show up later for
Right.
fun.
Anyway, guy's one of the most creative people. He's been a part of my fantasy campaign setting that I've been developing for years. Ron's been a part of Mythius since the 80s, and he actually.
Oh, it was a YouTube sub. That's what it was, Marv.
Oh, nice, a YouTube sub. Well, while you're at it, help Drake out. He's looking too. So you can get out to Drake's YouTube through his Twitch there. Yeah, we're all begging for YouTube subs to get rid of ugly URLs.
Yeah.
I
only need like 25 more.
Anyway,
so close, it's so far away.
It's about time. All the subs and stuff, I've got enough to do a license giveaway, and I think this time I might just see. Vino, I got you. All of us here have ultimate licenses now, right? We're all good. on.
Because I
Yeah.
won one last time.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
Yay.
one of them's gonna have to end up going Rondon's way. At least get him a standard license to start with, so he can start, kind of messing with the DM side of things. The demo's good, but anyway,
It's good
my
for just
brother,
checking it out.
my brother from another mother, right there.
Well, the half of D&D is making a character, so
George Ronald
maybe
Paul
even
Walker.
more than half. You learn how to make a character, and
That's it, yeah. Well, with Fantasy Grounds, because it's so easy. You click on this, click on that, does it all automatically. Or
I
hey,
don't
kitty,
even know. I tried to make a character the other day on tabletop. I'm like,
is that your Tabaxi character, man?
This is Moki. She's the one that I rescued at the beginning of the year.
The one didn't want nothing to do with people.
Get on the camera, Moki.
would you like swing like out into the highway and rescue it? Like,
I don't think she cares for me doing that to her.
So, just to kind of set the scene here, you guys have been in the Devil's Armpit. Alonzo poured on the charm with some ladies or something, and found out that, hey man, the Abysmal supposedly attacked this town north of here this morning. So you guys were like, oh, we're not staying here. Let's get in the boat and get the hell out of this harbor and go offshore and anchor. So you anchor up, and it's probably getting close to midnight, enjoying your time drinking with everybody. So let's just make it a point to update the calendar right now on where we are. 19th view log entry, players leave Shanfan sinking Abysmal, so you made it through that day. It is now August 20th. Be my sister's birthday, and another 101 years. About 1 o'clock in the morning, you guys have all been drinking, have a good time. Now you're starting to talk about strategy. Do we pull anchor and try to head to that town tonight? Do we sleep here overnight? What do we do?
Yeah, we don't travel in the maze at night.
Okay, that's house rule. You're just not traveling in a maze at night.
Unless we get
Ever.
someone who can.
Not
See in the
unless we absolutely have to. It's
Okay.
generally not a good idea to do that.
I don't think we have either.
Other than like moving the ship some in that cove during the night. But I think that was
once with Jeb leading because he could see in the dark
yeah, I remember that now.
when we were going to Lost Angels the first time.
Do you have
boat.
anybody anymore that can? HG's the only person I know of that could get you dark vision, or can Doc do that?
I'll have my Googles.
You got your Googles.
Yeah, Timmons has some Googles too.
So a couple of you got night
trust that
Googles.
for navigating. In case they explode.
And just so people don't think like we're, half nuts or something, let me show you items.
We are,
here.
but not about this.
Night vision. Well, now it says goggles. Did I change it? I must have changed it.
They may have updated it and it changed it.
They must have updated it because it's a locked record. I couldn't have changed it. That used to say night vision googles, and has for several years.
Yeah, Ally Googles, I still have it. Mine is that.
Yeah, yours is the old one. So you might want to switch that out because it will not connect to anything in the database anymore. Switch your night vision. Not that they do anything anyway, but other than a theater of the mind deal. So okay. So what's the plan? Camp here through the night. Move out tomorrow. Stop by the town. Try to question some people.
Keep a watch out because we're next to a town full of bandits.
I think you guys pulled half mile or so away, didn't you?
They could know how to swim.
Oh, it's full of boats too, man. Bandits and boats. And
Still.
so did you guys decide to take watches?
Watch. Yes.
Okay.
Timmons gets first watch since he's so hard to wake up.
Well, then let's just see how the night passes.
It didn't work out so well for us last time either.
No, but
the night passes uneventfully.
Good thing, because Timmons probably fell asleep.
So you guys weigh anchor at what time?
As early as the sun comes up.
the crack of dawn.
Exact time
It's
of dawn today.
August, California, no daylight savings time, probably 7 a.m.
There you go.
Get enough light to see. Uh, add log entry. So there we go. Put a little note on the calendar. You guys should be able to see that. Posse leaves Devil's Armpit for Fort Lincoln, stopping by Boswell to see if the Abysmal has been seen. So you guys got about a day's worth of sailing, pending how the weather and all that goes. So let's take a look at our weather. Is it this one?
Any weather, I have a roof.
It's this. Completely overcast and breezy. So you know that's going to give you guys some good. Drag it in there. Some good time sailing. So nothing. You know, like if it's calm waters or a storm or something, we'd have something else to deal with. But let's see how we progress through the day. And 7 of clubs. Good thing it's not a face card in a club. You guys make it through the day without event. And, you know, stopping, talking to some Ghost Rock miners here and there, some boats that you pass by. Where's Boswell? And somebody just give me some like streetwise rolls or something like that, like gleaning information from people as you pass. Let's see what you can find out before you get there.
I've been here on the ground before.
That's good enough. Those are all successes. So as a group party check,
Why was there 3 natural ones rolled though first? I don't know how to
that's
put it.
you know, well, it's a good thing I got a
Wow.
wild die. And
Yeah, the wild die
HG
saved our ass. Pretty
Yep.
much every one of those.
That's
It's the
exactly.
universe giving us a warning, is what it is. Let's ignore it.
So what you guys find then is they say, yeah, Boswell, just right over, make a left, tap past that mesa you see right there, make a left, and then make your next right, blah blah blah, and then you come to somebody else and goes, yeah, she's right around that corner, she's in flames. And then you guys finally
What?
get there. Yeah, you finally get there, man. And sure enough, as you start pulling into this, it's like this mesa's got like a big cleft in it, and way in the back there's like this shingle beach that kind of runs up a ways, and you can see these buildings built around it. A couple of small docks, but it looks like, I mean, there's just billowing clouds of black smoke, and 4 or 5 of these buildings have huge flames shooting up out of the top of them. Now, if the Abysmal attacked here yesterday, uh, you know, these old wooden structures and they're still burning, haven't burnt to the ground. So now everybody give me a notice roll as you're pulling up here. It's got a -2 penalty applied to it. I'm not going to have you do that. Let's see, notice Doc Fong is fine. Timmons is fine. Alonzo's fine. Luke's the only one that didn't get it. So you guys see some movement, kind of moving, you know, some figures moving in the black smoke.
Luke's like, no, I'm not. I'm awesome.
All right, so it gets an 8 added to it.
Okay, you used it like that, did
Yes, so like I said, get a Benny.
you? All right. Wasn't really that important of a roll, but just to see if you guys could tell there's still people alive up there. You can see somebody moving in amongst that smoke.
Someone up there, we should investigate. I'm a doctor. I know that being in a fire is not healthy.
There are people in danger. We have to go rescue them.
Who's got
Is this
boating?
an Ironside or another boat?
There's no boat there.
I have boating.
There's no boat. You don't see any other than the little boats around the
Oh.
dock here, and several of them are just smoldering pieces of wood burnt to the water line. They're like small rowboats and shit that might hold 12 people tops, like a jolly boat or something.
Mhm.
and they're either on fire or they've been burned. You can see bodies the closer the boat creeps up through here. And Doc, you would hear the skipper, your Chinese boat pilot. He starts yelling for soundings as you're creeping up in here because most of the time you get into something like this, the water gets shallow pretty quick. So you got sailors on the front. They drop a rope over the side and they're hollering in Chinese back to the skipper. And he finally stops the boat. He says, tells you we can't go any farther. We're going to bottom out. And you're still probably a good 700 yards maybe. Nah, not that far. 500 yards. 1,500 feet from the.
Long way to swim.
Should we take the rowboat?
Yeah, we should probably take one of the boats.
I'm getting the boat in the water immediately.
All right.
Hey,
it's just-
then, wow.
Kill them all! You better run for cover there, Jingo.
What?
We found the pirates.
Did you hear Mrs. Jingo in the background? Kill them all! That's what I thought she said.
What I thought I heard.
Well, she doesn't like me having friends.
Sounds like she doesn't care about you. She got her own friends over there. She's having fun. Let's see. So Alonzo immediately starts it. So the skipper turns the boat around, and they furl the sails, and he drops anchor, and he starts to cut the boat, and he uses the anchor stuff to get the boat kind of twisted around so you can make a quick exit if you would need to. And Alonzo, you guys see him over there. He starts taking the ropes off of one of these dinghies, and he shoves it over to the side, and he hits that mechanical latch, and the thing just boom down into the water. And Alonzo's like, "Come on, we've got no time to waste." And into the boat he goes.
Well,
Luke is right after him. Anybody else joining?
Timmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timmons is going.
And
Timmons like, squeak, 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 squeak. I'm ready. No, I'm kidding.
that was another trait roll.
Thank God somebody that knows how to use the boat because I don't.
Timmons, I can row the other side. Let me help you out.
Doc Fong's gonna pretend he's helping.
Ooh, good pretense. He's like, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Okay. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Hey, we went to the right place. There's a map.
Well, we went to a place anyway.
Well, I doubt Deadlands had this map ready to go.
No, but your old buddy Marv did. Your old buddy Marv had this map ready. As a matter of fact, I told Ron today at 5 o'clock, I gotta go make a map. So that's a product from 5 to 6 o'clock right there. That's the first thing I've ever painted with the flames. I'm not using the paintbrush. So they're kind of square and blocky in places, and I wanted to use the motion smoke looking stuff, but I'm not 100% fond of how the masking works. But you know what? It's a whole lot better than those still images.
Yeah, I do see that there's a weird thing over here on the left.
Yeah, like
a weird thing on the left.
Yeah.
If you watch when the clouds go, it avoids this part entirely.
What is that?
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah. No idea. I was happy I figured out how to add lights, so I can make things ominously red.
So you guys get your little boat, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, you're paddling, you're oaring, rowing, and
Oh, that's okay. Doc Fong's making a motorboat sound. He's pretty good at it.
He's running the motor in the back.
That was his performance roll as a 4. He's successful. He's like, sounds like a Yamaha. Yamaha.
I thought I saw something for a moment there. Let's get it so that we're no longer on the water. It's much easier to walk that way. I swear I saw a
Wait,
letter a minute ago.
it's a mysterious letter R.
Mysterious.
It's another one for multiplying.
Mm. Yep. So you can see a couple of people as they kind of walk out of these buildings, and they're carrying shit out with them as quick as they can, like to keep it from burning up or whatever. And as you guys approach, and you bring the boat where? Where are you taking the boat to? Smoke is
Who's
pretty
steering?
thick here. Matter of fact, I'll put you out here in case you. Now there's some more buildings over here on fire, but this is kind of the main inlet that the town uses. There's some docks around and stuff, but I didn't bother putting them on the map. So where you want to put the
Well,
boat in?
I don't think we want to approach them directly. I'm unsure if they would be friendly or not, given the situation.
So we should probably try to avoid where any like flaming debris might blow in the wind.
So the wind naturally blowing out of the west, like it does here in California. So this way most of the smoke is coming. But can you guys move that token? Should be able to. Somebody's piloting this thing.
Yes, we
Yep.
can.
Okay. Just tell me where you're going. Take her right up to the shore.
Simmons is on the right side. Who's on the left side?
We'll park it right about
I
there.
think Luke's on the left and I'm doing the motor.
All right. Awesome then. So
While they're doing that, I'll be standing at the front like this.
George Washington. George Washington crosses the Potomac.
By the way, Barb, you putting us on the map after the ship has landed reminds me of Age of Empires with the transport boats.
Really? Never played it.
Boat lands, and all of a sudden, troops start spewing out of it everywhere
It's hilarious if you have like a siege weapon, a trebuchet, or the catapult.
because it's bigger than the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're just going to
I
start
imagine they have
initiative.
to. Uh-oh.
And say, blah, 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 blah. You see these guys,
I wave below.
and this one is running back through here. Look at that bar. And this guy is running right behind him. And like patting the fires out on their ass and shit. Alonzo. By the way, all over this muddy, dry, caked ground out here, you see dead oxen still hooked to mine carts, like ore carts, dead horses, dead goats in the street, dead people laying all over the place. And those are the only two people you see like still alive at all.
Oh, so the maze rats are people and not rats.
No, they're people.
Oh yeah. Hello there. We are here to help. Do not run.
Roaring fires and flames probably can't hear. You're yelling at each other side by
I'm
side
gonna,
as this wood
I'm
pops and
gonna
cracks.
start walking in that direction and kind of waving my hand overhead, shouting, trying to get their attention.
Okay. Then let me
That's all
pull
I'll do
these
this way.
guys up.
Is there something that's like anti stealth roll?
Where the hell is my dice tower?
You don't have a dice tower.
Yeah, it is right there.
Timmons was storing his TNT in the dice tower.
Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? We
Hello.
are friendly.
Oh, you have showed GM rules on. Okay, yeah, you would have.
And it probably just got covered up by a window.
It was, for whatever reason, they, like my resolution changed or something. So let's see if, first of all, if they even notice you. with a -4 because of the fire and shit. You do see one of them turn around, and he's looking over his shoulder, and he sees you coming towards him, Alonzo. And you can
Well,
see
I
him
blow
turn
up
back
now.
around, and he's hollering like this, and he throws this shit on the ground, and then you can see it looks like he's going to turn around and run back into this building again and get some more stuff. But he does see you. This guy does. All right, Doc
Which
Fong,
one?
you move forward. This
I'm up
one,
next to Alonzo, and I
like
also say hello.
he catches sight of you. And don't forget, in Savage Worlds, everything is happening at the same time. You know, we just kind of say, what are you going to do in this 6-second period of time? Doc Fong moves forward and does what?
Joining Alonzo and trying to tell them it's okay, we're here to help, and waving hello and such.
They probably did not hear Alonzo or you, because I mean it's just roaring fire. You know what old dry brittle wood? If you've been around a house fire, it's loud. It's really loud.
Yeah, they actually do a fair job of sound effects in movies with fire, like
Yeah.
when the building's on fire type of thing. It's loud.
Hello, hoping they realize we're friends.
Luke, what are you gonna do?
All right. Well, did you say that I actually noticed them dropping stuff and heading back inside?
You give me a notice roll. Let's see if you did or not. Oh yeah. Well, you see him throw stuff down. You see him holler at somebody. You catch him as he looks over his shoulder and he sees Alonzo, and he stops and he hollers and then he throws his shit on the ground and he's turning and looking at the door of this building like he's getting ready to run back into it. You don't know what he's gonna do.
He may be trying to save somebody.
Also, he also might be trying to loot the place before it burns down too.
Or he's trying to save his belongings. It might be his house.
Or he could be a ghost.
What would a ghost need with material objects?
Well, no, he's reliving his last moments over and over.
You've been watching too much Supernatural.
Oh, poltergeist. No,
If
poltergeist.
he runs out with a bunch of gowns, we know what it is.
All right, so Luke runs
I'm
forward.
gonna move up. I'm just gonna move forward, keeping an eye on.
Pretty
the-
hot
the
where you're
surround-
at here. You're really up here feeling the heat off this building.
In that case.
Nah, that's not gonna. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, really?
But if you
Okay,
want to
well,
run, you can run. That's up to you.
it's like, okay, yeah, it is a little warm. It's much cooler over here.
Gets over by the water. Oh, my boots. Shh, starts sticking his boots in the water. All right, Timmons.
Timmons is
snake-
gonna jump in the water and get wet, and then make his way with them guys.
Smart. Who'd have thought of the Timmons?
Honestly,
I mean, like dripping, soaking wet.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a little hot over there. You might want to watch it if you burn your hat, catch your bullets on fire.
Are you gonna just move your normal speed then?
Yeah, I'm just getting behind Doc.
All right. And we'll go to the.
He's like cupping a thing of water in his hat at the moment, trying to keep as much moisture around him as he can.
Well, he's up. He's up. Top of round 2
Oh.
with a bullet.
So is this building on fire? I mean, like.
The buildings you see burning are the buildings that are on fire, which is about all of them you can see.
So the buildings I see are on fire. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And it looks
Oh.
like, as you were pulling in here, it looks like the buildings further to the west are like smoldered ruins, like they've been burning longer. Which would make sense because the wind's blowing west to east.
All right, so Timmons is gonna kind of move across the front of this building here, looking in to see if he can see anything. And he's gonna run. He doesn't want to walk.
Do you have your +2 clown shoes of speed?
No.
Okay.
No. They're too aggravating. So that's wait, how far was that? I was looking
9.
to see what my pace was.
Total
That
of
was
9.
9, so you have 5 more.
So yeah, 5 more.
Here comes a big old cloud of smoke. As you get to this building right here, smoke billowing out of them, give me a vigor roll.
He's got his handkerchief up over his face. It's wet.
You're fine. You're fine. It's you're probably good move. You start choking. You grab that hanky. It's all wet in your pocket. Put it over your mouth, breathing through all. You look down at the once dried boogers that are now kind of moist again. Breathing through your
Ew.
hanky.
You had to go there, didn't you, Marb? That's nasty.
And this guy is moving. He's like looking at you, Timmons, and looking towards this door like he's going to run back inside. You're not sure what he's going to do. What does he
where's
look
he
like?
running into?
He looks Chinese. He's got a cutlass on his side, on his left side, and on his right side he's got a sidearm, a pistol, and he's looking at you and he's looking at the door, like he's back and forth. You door, you door, you door.
What's he look like he's dragging out of here?
Nothing. But give me a notice roll.
Oops.
Oops. What do you mean, oops?
I had my screen jacked. 8.
An 8. Okay, that'd be good enough. 4.
I saw that, Marb.
That guy. See another one back there. But what you see back there with that 8 with the rays is just piles of stuff, like things that they're dragging out of these burning buildings. So just all kinds of shit laying on the ground back here behind, like back in here. And you see this guy moving this direction with an armload of shit, and he kind of chucks it on the ground right there in a pile of the rest of this stuff.
So Timmons says, is it anybody trapped in there?
And he hollers something at you in Chinese.
Do you speak English?
He's just
Timmons
hollering
like,
in Chinese.
Timmons looks back at his buddies and yells out, "Do you speak English?"
Anything else, Timmons?
No, I think that's all I can do. Where's the down button? There it is.
All right, Alonzo.
All right. What did I probably couldn't hear Timmons? He got closer. In fact, I'm gonna run.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, pace of 8. Give me a notice roll.
Oh,
It's smoke
it's
in your
smoke
eyes.
in my eyes.
Smoke in your eyes. You see absolutely nothing. You bump into the back of Timmons. Boom! It's kind of off the side of it. Rubbing your eyes. I mean, you're absolutely blinded by this thick black. And obviously, you can smell the ghost rock burning too. There's like reserves of ghost rock somewhere burning, which is adding to the cacophony of noise rising up off of the scene.
I think you got some ass in your ass.
Some ass in your ass? Are you making fun of my speech impediment?
No. Yes.
So yeah, critical failure. You see nothing. You get up to there.
I think that pretty much ends my round then. I can't see shit.
This guy has got his back to you. He did not notice you earlier. So he walks over here, throws a armload of stuff down, and then I'm going to give him another notice roll. And he turns and starts to walk this way, and he stops. And he turns around and looks, and he can see, I think, Timmons over here.
Timmons
And,
ways. You speaking English?
He goes on hold. Doc. Nice.
Damn.
Old man's got some moves.
Right?
Well, it's pretty warm over there. He's hoping it's a little cooler over here.
Yeah, it's actually getting hotter as you're running towards those flames. Timmons dripping wet with a snot rag over his, and Alonzo's all bent over, choking, coughing. So when you get
Alonzo,
to that
hey.
point right there, I didn't have Alonzo do this either earlier. I'll do it his next turn. Give me a vigor roll. You succeed. No fatigue for you.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Doc's
Alonzo,
like,
Decades of
go
smoking have
ahead and give me that vigor roll now, just so I know how you
Chinese
start
proverbs
your
say,
next turn.
hold breath very long time.
Yeah, it won't bother you either, so there won't be any fatigue on you. Okay. Doc, you get to here. You spew some Confucius shit, and you do what? Nothing? Just run?
Do I hear him say anything? When I go over there, I say, is there anything we can do to help?
Since this is all happening at the same time, this guy did holler something back. Give me a notice roll. Let's see if you got up here in time to hear him yelling back at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically in Cantonese, it's "We've got company."
You have friends now. Is everything okay? Alonzo, are you all right?
Give me a smarts roll, Doc. Yeah, you're pretty sure that we've got company does not mean we've got friends now.
Wait a minute.
Like I got smoke in my eyes. I'll be give me a moment.
Something might be up. They said, we've got company.
It was probably the unwanted kind, right?
I don't think it's they don't seem to
Yeah.
like any snacks, so I don't think it's a welcoming party.
That didn't sound very friendly. You're right.
Exactly. Whoa.
Okay. He's got a.
What is she playing over there tonight?
It sounds violent from all the things I've
It
heard.
lives beneath.
Yeah, it's a horror story. It lives beneath.
Sounds fun.